Is going after unaccompanied minors a winning move for the administration? Let's bring in progressive political YouTuber Brian Tyler Cohen and NewsNation correspondent at large El Guapo, Geraldo Rivera. So, Geraldo, the argument that we have to go after the kids because we're doing it for their own good, is this a dicey move for the administration?
Well, I don't know exactly what the move is. It just seems to me that they don't want the stories that plagued Tom Homan when he was at the Obama administration, where nursing mothers were purportedly separated from their babies. They kept the babies and expelled the mom. The stories were so repugnant that it caused a real backlash. I think in this case, let me say, I think President Trump has done a great job with his cruel, tough talk. That's the reason migration is down up to 90% by some estimates. That's an enormous success. The border is not being overwhelmed. Shelters are being closed all over the country because they're empty. But with these children, I think that what they're trying to do in secret is to open a front whereby the children, when a child is unaccompanied, they are sent to the Office of Refugee Resettlement, and from there they are put to a sponsor. I think that what the immigration officials want to do is to get to those sponsors who are often the parents of the children, the real parents, or a relative, and almost invariably are also undocumented. So they sit in ducks. I think it's a low-down kind of back move that will not be very effective.
Brian, how do Democrats deal with this without screaming amnesty for all?
I mean, I think there's a lot of space in between screaming amnesty for all and recognizing the inhumanity of what Trump is trying to do right now. Remember, he came into office not amid promises of deporting kids. I mean, this was supposed to be an effort to deport the criminals. And so where are we standing on criminals that you're deporting children right now? I mean, there is a big leap, again, to your point, of what people were expecting and what they're being delivered right here. And that's a recurring theme right now, right? Trump came into office amid promises that he would lower the cost of housing, of rent, of grocery prices, of eggs, and yet he's targeting kids for deportation. He's freeing insurrectionists from prison. He's slashing Medicaid budgets. I mean, again, the delta, the gap between what Trump promised and what he's actually doing is massive here.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.